Hey DC Collectors, welcome back to a brand new episode of the show. Today we're taking a look at the Hasbro DC superheroes, The Flash and Blue Beetle with the Atom action figure set. Now if you don't know what this set is, this was sort of a continuation of the Kenner Total Justice series of action figures back in the early to mid 90s. That series did not play well with fans and only lasted a few waves. And then a couple of years later, they decided to take some of those earlier designs that didn't quite make it to production, along with some new designs, and took some of the older stuff too and brought it back into a wave called JLA based on Grant Morrison's run on the comics. Now this sort of happened, I believe, after that. Now comment below if I'm wrong, but I think this happened after JLA. This was sort of towards the end when this was released. Now this is obviously Blue Beetle, so he is one of my favorite superheroes of all time. For whatever reason, I don't know, I started reading JLI at a young age and that character just he did something to me. He's been my favorite ever since. So I'm super excited to open this box. I've had it for quite some time, but I figured it was time to open it and just to let everybody share in the glory that is Blue Beetle and the Flash and the little bitty tiny Atom in there too. So as you can tell from the front of the box, you have this DC Superheroes logo across the top, Hasbro logo here, Flash and Blue Beetle with the Atom across the front. Now the back of the box is pretty cool. It gives you a look at the figures as well as a little bio on all three of the characters that you're getting, along with the UPC. Right side of the box, left side of the box, top, bottom. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's break these out of the pack and let's play. I've been dying to get my hands on that Blue Beetle for a long time. And I'm finally going to open it. Oh, I'll be with you in just a second. Let me undo all of these wire ties. Jeez, look at how many there are. Oh, how I love the toys from the 90s and opening those packs with all of those wire ties. Oh, so infuriating. But now that we have the figures out of the package, let's take a look at them. First up, we're going to take a look at the smallest of the action figures. Let's see if we can get him in focus. It is the Atom. Check that out. Now he's a bit of that soft plastic, like almost, you know, really rubbery type of material. So he's very pliable, you know, bends really easy. Just a really small, soft plastic. I don't even know why they decided to add him. I guess it was because, you know, instead of pulling this guy out of a gumball machine as a prize, we'll just stick him in this box set. But it's pretty cool. You know, he's very hard to show on camera. I'm trying to do my best here. Not much to him other than he's a very 90s Atom figure. I don't know why they decided that kids wanted to have pre-posed action figures, but they just did, so that's what they went with. So we'll leave Blue Beetle to last so I can really take a good look at him. We're gonna look at the Flash. Now I don't remember the Flash ever looking like this in the comics. I mean, seriously, I don't. Leave a comment if you do. I just don't remember this armor and this look for the Flash. Now, this is not Barry Allen Flash. This is Wally West Flash, because during this time that this figure was released, Wally West was the Flash. Barry Allen was dead, died in the crisis. Now, Wally West became the Flash, the fastest man on Earth. He was a very popular Flash. I would almost say that he made the Flash more popular than Barry Allen did when he was the Flash. But now Barry's back, so, you know, moot point there. But let's take a look at this figure. Of course, the paint job on this not the greatest on the face. You can see kind of where they kind of sort of hacked it up a little bit, all over the place on this figure. There's some black junk on his face, trying to get that off. I don't know what that is, but I think I got it off. But you can see it's sort of iffy with the paint there. The sticker on the chest looks really good. This is just like a molded red plastic action figure. Now I think the boots may be painted, the gauntlets and hands, this armor here, but you can see this part is just molded plastic red. Same thing with the legs, this part of the arms, and then these parts were probably painted. So, you know, not much to do with this paint other than the head, really. And see, it has articulation wise, the arms can go all the way around. Of course, you're going to have trouble with these stupid legs. The legs can move up and down, but seriously, who wants to kick like that? That's why I don't get these things. As far as the head goes, that's it. You can turn that far because of the collar around his neck. So don't look too far, Wally West, because you can't do it. All right, let's stand him back up, and hopefully he stands and he doesn't fall. And the thing that I have been waiting the longest for is Blue Beetle. Now, I don't like the goggles. They're green. Should they be I mean, if you put them in the light, yeah, they look yellow, but the plastic that they use head on, it looks green, and I don't like that. But if you get some light on them, see how I'm shining it towards the light, you can see that they are yellow, or at least the light coming through makes them yellow. I mean, this is a classic Blue Beetle outfit. It's a little more metallic-y than I would prefer. Got some paint chips on the knee and here. I don't know why it has paint chips. I just pulled it out of the package. At least the face looks okay as far as paint goes. There's nothing too far out of the ordinary with it. He's missing the little yellow dots that are supposed to be on his hand, on his gloves right there. So that's a little bit different than the normal Blue Beetle. But I'm not complaining too much because it's a Blue Beetle figure and there's not many of them. So, beggars can't be choosers. But seriously, look at that. I mean, who stands like that? What person said, this is super heroic? Let's make him stand like this. And let me pull that back just to make him stand. Because I have to pull his legs so far back to keep him standing or he will just plop forward. This is absolutely bonkers. The stance this guy's in. Look at that. It looks like he's in the Matrix. And he's about to go backwards. He's Neo. And the bullets are coming in. When he's going backwards. Just is bullcrap to me. It's the 90s. You had to have been there. You had to live through it to get these figures. Very muscular. I mean, he has no fat on him at all. He would be 0% body fat because you could see all the muscle very, very well. Again, I'm not going to complain too much because this is a Blue Beetle figure. Like I said, they don't make many. I'm just happy to have him. As far as articulation goes, he's just like the Flash. Arms rotate, head can turn all the way around, and legs can kick. But like you said, who wants to kick legs like that? That's kind of stupid. These are, a point in time kind of thing where I can look back on these and say, oh, these were great. This is what we had as far as DC Comics was concerned back then. Outside of just your evergreen Batman line, if you wanted DC comic characters other than Batman, this is what you had to settle for. Pre-posed action figures. This stuff came after the Superpowers line, and then, the toy god said, let there be pre-posed action figures, and that's what we got for the longest time until actually maybe outside of Batman, because Batman had his own thing. He still suffered from some of these pre-posed line concepts as well, but he started growing over time where these guys just kind of stayed still, for the longest time before anybody ever decided to try to take a chance on DC Comics characters in toy form again. So that's it for this episode. If you like what I'm doing, if you find this informative, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I sure would appreciate it. Also, you can find me at DCCollectors.com each and every day. You can check me out on social media at DCCollectors on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Alright, that's it. Leave a comment below if you have these figures. If you like this Total Justice era of figures, let me know. I'd love to know your thoughts on these guys. That's it. God bless.